Close your eyes.
Hey yo people, welcome to a new video, and today we are going to try out Genesect. Genesect is available right now on Bid Wars, and the purpose of this video is to understand how Genesect works in battle, showcasing all of his skills and passives. I just want to give a quick thanks to Effect, who helped me installing this private version provided by Celsius. And if you guys want to try this private version as well, I will leave a link to Celsius video in the description. The order that we are going to follow in this showcase is that first I will show you the basic attack, then the small move, then the lethal skill, and finally the passive. If you see this little Genesect over here, it's a soldier, it's already part of the passive, we will understand in a little bit. Genesect's basic attack will increase his own speed by 20% and also anger recovery by 40% for the next 3 rounds. On the second skill, which is the small move, has actually a bunch of passives. First of all, it will summon an extra soldier, and the extra soldier we can see after he does the attack, because the soldiers will attack random enemies. You could see over there the 2 soldiers that are being summoned now. And what are the soldiers? Well, it's also explained on this small move. For each soldier that you have, it will target a random enemy after you attack, so after Genesect's turn. As you can see, they were summoned over there. And each soldier also recovers a 100 rage, and if you are full rage, you will deal 50% more damage. This skill also has a passive that I cannot showcase in today's video, but from what I can understand, you cannot one-shot Genesect if it has any soldiers, because if Genesect takes damage from an enemy active skill and it deals more than 35% of Genesect's HP, Genesect will sacrifice one of its soldiers so that it does not lose more than 35%. This part of the skill about the soldier sacrifice might be a little bit confusing, but I will get Genesect myself in a few days on my account so I can showcase this much better. Let's go to our skill number 3, the ultimate. Now the ultimate is quite interesting because it's quite powerful, 700% in an array, so to the front and to the back line characters. But the thing is, it takes 1 turn to charge, and you can kinda be interrupted. So when I click on the ultimate, it goes on charging state for 1 round. During this 1 round, as you can see now, we are on charging state. During this 1 round, we have increased control immunity and damage reduction as well by 50%. But technically, once it's our turn, we will finally deal the damage, and as you can see, it's quite powerful, and we enter our turn state. Now the turn state, it's much easier if I showcase it with allies, because it's basically a support to all of the allies. If you have Genesect by itself, it doesn't deal much. Okay, it took me a while to showcase this turret because the account is not developed, so we don't have many steel types over here to work on. But basically, after Genesect uses its ultimate, enters the turret mode, and for each ally, bug or steel type that uses any attack on the enemy, we should be dealing more damage with Genesect's turrets? Right, please, yes. And it does splash damage as well, look at that. Oh, and by the way, Genesect, once it enters the state, it goes to like 1 speed, which basically means that you probably can abuse this turret for 2 full rounds. And like right now we are on the 2nd time that we are going to abuse this turret. And it's cool because Genesect becomes a sub DPS as well together with your steel type ultimates. Now, Genesect has multiple passives inside of his passive. The first one is Download, which basically, before it attacks, it will identify the enemy's highest defense to see if it's physical defense or special defense, and it will use the lower defense to identify which kind of attack will Genesect use. So technically, Genesect uses both physical and special attack depending on the enemy. If you are going against an Agron, for example, which is known by having a high physical defense, that means that Genesect will use special attack against Agron. Oh, and of course you have extra 30% on the attack that you are about to use. And for each bug or steel type Pokemon that you have on the team, you are increasing your Genesect's damage by 10% and its own control immunity rate. You also probably noticed that Genesect itself has a little bit of a red bar during the battle, and you can see it over there. Basically, Genesect can store the extra rage as energy up to 300, and basically that energy is like a second bar of anger, so that he can use that anger whenever he needs it. Also, as you notice, we start the battle with one soldier, and whenever we use one of those two skills, well, we get another soldier. Apparently, we can only have a max of 2 soldiers, and every time we summon a soldier during battle, we heal 20% of our own max HP. Remember that the enemy can actually deal a lot of damage to you, and Genesect will sacrifice the soldiers for that, and if Genesect is ever without soldiers, he will instantly summon 2 more. Now, I will try to showcase the last part of the passive, which is the self-destruction. And now, but I don't think we will die, will we? And yes, we will die. We will die. We are entered the self-destruction. Boom. Oh, the bird survived. Okay. Okay, let me try to slow this down to see if you guys can understand. When Genesect is about to get killed, he enters a state of the self-destruction state. That state can last up to 3 rounds if he's not attacked directly. As we are about to witness, there we go. We are on self-destruction state, and we are in a countdown of 3 rounds. If the enemy does not attack us, for each round that passes, we are increasing our explosion damage. But we can take up to 3 hits. The moment we get 3 hits, as we can see this is the 3rd one I believe, Genesect will explode, and boom. And we'll just deal massive damage to all of the team. So yeah, Genesect can explode by itself after 3 rounds if nobody attacks it, dealing the maximum amount of explosion damage, or it can explode earlier if it suffers at least 3 attacks. Now let's do something interesting. Let's check out the passive at 8 stars. On this private version, apparently we don't have the full passive that it is on Pocket Incoming, because on Pocket Incoming says that we have the initial number of soldiers plus 1, and we have full energy storage when entering the battlefield, and when Genesect is on the field, increases the self-explosion damage of allied units by 20%. And if I go and try it out over here, well, we have the extra soldier, yes, but I don't see any full energy storage, and I cannot confirm if the explosion damage is actually being increased by 20% or not. And since we are starting with 2 soldiers, can we just increase the limit? Will we get 3 soldiers? Probably not. Just 2, yeah. Our limit of soldiers is always 2. Oh, we actually got the full energy storage after just 1 attack. Interesting. I feel like the turret mechanics, especially in a steel-type team, will be very fun, because even if you are not using Genesect to DPS itself, it will be like a sub-DPS, which is very damn nice. Well, this is it for the video. I will be summoning Genesect on my account as well this weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next video.